What's up, fiends? This is Cal here from GamingFIENDS, and as I promised you guys, this is dome map spots. Now, I did this a while ago, but I've been just, trying to do the editing and things like that. So anyway, let's get started. Now, for C flag, you can actually capture it from here and then head glitch and look down this alleyway, and you could see anybody that comes through, anybody that's gonna try to stop you from capturing the flag. So this is also a good way because the wall covers you. So now let's give a good dom grenade spot right here, as you saw me stand, and then when you look at the vertical line, which is the green, and then the horizontal line, which is the red, that's where you're about to throw it. And then you see where the black dot is, that's the tip of the triangle on the dome. So you can kind of use that to measure it and then just chuck it, and then the grenade will go to A and it will kill it. Now what I like to do in these grenade spots videos, when I do it, I end the game so I could show you guys, because I don't think theater mode, I don't like using theater mode for these spots. So the kill cam is probably the best way, and as you can see, it goes right over, and in slow motion it blows up. So it almost directly hits on top of A, so you're more likely gonna capture everybody. So now this is a really good C-dom grenade spot. Now what you do is you go to this tank, look at C, and then a little bit above that, the missile launcher for the tank, just a little bit above it, you throw it and it will go in through the hole. Now I'm going to show you guys how it is, the angles and stuff from the kill cam. As you see right now, I throw it, it goes in and it starts bouncing around, but it's almost always going to hit in because there's a bunch of walls and it's almost always going to go on C. But if not, it's all these grenade spots, you just have to master them. Now this one is for B. What you basically have to do is this is good also when you spawn on Delta. You go, you look up and you throw it. If you want, you could pause that and look at it again. What it does is it goes into the building, into the sunroof, and it's also kind of a good spawn grenade because some people are running through there. So yeah, you throw it, it goes through the sunroof, and a lot of times it will just bounce off of that wood thing, so it will always hit B. As long as it goes through that sunroof, it will hit B, and it will kill everybody around it. So now this is another A-dom spot. What you do is you go behind the tank, you look directly at it, and then you see that antenna. Around the top of the antenna, you throw the frag grenade, and it will always hit A-dom. So now I'm going to show you guys on the kill cam, which is this is a really good spot. I've used it many times, and I like this spot. It's probably one of the easiest. So yeah, it rolls onto A because the distance is short. So the distance is short, so it doesn't explode in the air or on direct impact, so it will roll. So now this is a good rushing route. I like to use it when I spawn on Delta side, especially for domination. People will run through this middle right here, and then you could just pick them off. You'll always usually get all of them. So yeah, that's really good. And then you have a whole view here, so you can, if anybody stays back or anybody tries noob tubing or spawn sniping, you have a whole view of there. But you have to be careful because you're very vulnerable. And then you could look at anybody coming through that area from there, and then as well as here. So yeah, I'll use this usually in the beginning of the game. I never really use it for throughout the game because you're really vulnerable, especially to snipers. So yeah, that's why I don't like coming up here. But in the beginning, it's really helpful. It's good. But again, watch out because people can pick you off when you get up there. Alright, so now another good spot or a viewpoint is when you look through this truck, you can actually see anybody running down here. So again, this is an opening. I think I saw this in a T-Mart video. It's a really good spot. You see anybody walking through that area. So yeah, it's nice. And as you can see, it's really good. It's very useful, and I mean, it covers your whole head. So now this is another really good spot when you go to this tank because it's blocking. It's not that really good for shooting because the tank is blocking it. But I mean, if you have marksman, you could see anybody coming down, especially if you're aiming down your sight. You could see people. And as you saw, my friend was shooting just to demonstrate. He was shooting, and as you can see, sometimes the bullets are not going to go through. So it's not really for shooting, but it's good for cover or to see who's coming without them being able to kill you. And this is another good one. You jump on top of that bumper right here of the Humvee, and then you look over there. Again, this is really not that good for shooting, but it's good for seeing those names and maybe throwing frag grenades. So yeah, it's good for seeing those names on top, especially if you have marksmen. So yeah, that works in many ways. So yeah, these are some viewpoints. Now what I want to do another kind of like tricky ones. It's kind of like the truck. If you look into this little hole here, especially if you have marksman, you can actually see if somebody's hiding at the entrance of the dome. And as you saw, my friend was there just to demonstrate, and I shot him. Now also looking under this Humvee is very useful, as well as the other side. Same goes for the other side. So yeah, you're looking through the windows. Basically anything that will help you. You have to learn. The best way to play Call of Duty is to learn how to use the environment to your advantage. Anything that you could take cover, of course, but you have to be careful from the cars. I tried looking through the top one actually for the hole. There's a hole on the top, if you can see now. It doesn't really work that well, but the bottom works well. So anyway, try to use cover as much as possible, but be careful with cars as they can blow up. However, especially if they've exploded already and nothing can happen to you, it's really good. So yeah, I do recommend following these tips. Now for B flag, this is a good capture point for B flag. My friend's gonna demonstrate right now. If you actually go here and you head glitch a little bit, show your body a little bit, you could shoot anybody that runs through the air. You could throw stun grenades, whatever it is. And then my friend's gonna demonstrate here. You see he runs through. He could barely see me. He told me he could barely see me at that area. So it's very good for cover while you're capturing B, and good for grenades. If anybody throws in a grenade, you're more likely not going to get hit because it will bounce off one of the walls. This is also good when you want to take out somebody from the balcony without anyone else seeing you, without being vulnerable. And as well as here, I mean, basically half your body's blocked. It's pretty hard to die. From here you have a lot of cover, and but your gun is not hidden as well. Your bullets are not being deflected, so that's really good. So now another few tactics. When you want to test out if campers are in the dome, you actually just throw a stun grenade in the dome. You could check in this area because that stun grenade will damage this area, and then they have another window here where you throw it and it will catch any campers hiding in that area where I'm shooting at right now. So those two windows are really good for that, as well as these. Like I said before, use anything to your advantage. I use this right here, this blockade, for anybody coming through there or through the dome. So it's really good. I mean, it blocks everything. This is also another one. If you want to surprise somebody, just jump in front of him. You can take him out. Use that barrel a lot. I use that barrel. If you guys don't know, you can use concussion or flash grenades to take out barrels. So if you're afraid that somebody's gonna kill you and you can't confront him, and you ran out of grenades, and also you can capture C from there, by the way, and you ran out of grenades, you could actually just throw a stun grenade and it will blow up that barrel. This grass is also pretty good. However, it doesn't deflect bullets. This is also another good if you need to escape a quick, if somebody's chasing you or whatever, and you could just jump, or you could jump behind it, turn around, shoot it, whatever. Use it as cover, so it's really good. This is also a good cover. And then when you go around it right now, as you see, that's also good cover. Also another cover that I use for jumping, I just jump from that corner onto people. Use that barrel also. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's basically it. I basically just summed up everything. I mean, Dome, even though it's a small map, it has so many spots. It's not even funny. It has a lot of spots for grenade spots, whatever it is. So yeah, I hope you guys use these spots as advantage. The grenade spots. I hope it helps you. I hope it makes your gaming a little easier, your frustration a little less. So yeah, that's just the insight of Dome, and hopefully more to come. Thanks guys for watching. Peace.